Okay, the microphone appears to be on. Crayon rehab is in progress. Oh, welcome everyone. I hear you, Noodle. Okay. Thank you, Piggy. And welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys on board today. It is a wonderful Sunday, March the 20th, and it is a day after our wonderful 1 year anniversary. So kind of suffering from the hangover, I guess, of the anniversary, but not really. Anyway, glad to have you all on board. And first, I'm going to say hello to our wonderful moderators. We've got Arizona Snowman is in the house, as well as Piggy. I did not see C&D Boy yet, but he may be along, and we know Paulzilla is on a flight back, or headed for a flight back to Oahu, where he now lives after he's done his duties on the Big Island. So that's where he's going. Sandra Rockland says, happy belated anniversary, everyone. Sorry I missed yesterday's show. Sandra, if you want lava, that would have been a show to go to. You should have watched it, but that's no problem. There's always a replay. And by the way, just before you get to it, be aware it is about 4.5 hours long. It is a little longer than the average 2-hour stream that we were doing. Okay, Echo the Bot says, yesterday was nice, and thank you, Dr. Fox. You are welcome. And I'm glad I was able to deliver the goods, if you will. And glad things went through real nice. Anyway, before we get going here too far, I did say hi to my wonderful moderators. Hi to all of our members and all of our non-members. You're still all part of the Lava family, so no worries there. And quick reminder, if you see top chat and or live chat at the top of your chat box, that will tell you that the stream is live and in progress. If you happen to see that it says top chat replay or live chat replay, that means you're watching after it is already finished and everyone has gone home. That means you cannot interact with those good people that are in the chat box. You can, however, still leave a regular message like any other video here on YouTube down below in the description. And speaking of the description, the times are listed for the stream down there, as well as numerous shortcut words to bring up links and so on. And also how to become a member. There are a lot of people in here that you may notice are green in label, and of course those green people are members that are supporting the channel, and we really do appreciate that. Membership is $2.99 a month, or $2.99, and Piggy just typed in the word !join, which brings up the link that gets you there. You can also find that link on the page in the description, as well as right beside your subscribe button if you're looking at a desktop version. And having all that out of the way, good to see everyone, and welcome on board. And let us kind of switch around here. Of course, what we're seeing was a still shot from Hawaii. We're going to move you to a still shot of Iceland, maybe? Ragnar? We'll see. Can we find Ragnar? Yep. We found it, and it is there. It's just a matter of getting over there. There we go. And while that is on the screen, I will say hello to all of our wonderful people that have popped in already. By the way, it was Henry Nelson who was first in today, so he gets the cookies. And hopefully I've got some cookies left. I got a lot of them out yesterday. Boy, he almost cleaned me out. There's Henry's Cookies, and we'll go from there. So, welcome to, of course, Henry, and we got Geoplanet Jane is here. Derek is in the channel. Grandma B made it back in. Gabby is here. Kevin Haynes, welcome. Grandma B, I think I said that already. John Raper, Aurelio Perez. Hey, there's Grandma B again. Craig Thor 64, and going up a little bit more to see who else is here. 99 Nations, welcome back, and Adele is back in the channel. Sharon Stewart, welcome. Sue Hayes, John Raper. I think we're repeating myself here too many times. Need to find more names. Echo the Bot, Echo the Bot, Echo the Bot. Welcome, Echo the Bot. And going up the list a little bit more. It's, you know, I amuse myself sometimes very easily. It's that squirrel effect. Going up some more, looking for other names of good people that popped in here. We got Jane already. Where's Sandra? Sandra Rockland, welcome. DJ Puff the Third is here, and good to see you back. Dodger is in the house. Let's see, who else snuck in, or sneaked it in, or snucked it in? Wormhand, Wormhand, welcome back. And going up some more and seeing if I can spot any other names in the list here really quickly. Did I say Sharon Stewart? Oh, how about Sue Hayes? Yeah, no, I think I might have those already. Oh, I know, sometimes just being a comedian doesn't work so well. Going up some more here, let's see. Who else got in? Colin Dedman, welcome. And who else? Just scrolling up, and I'm up as far as I can go. I don't see anybody else there, so glad to have all those wonderful people there. And oh, there's Hermione, welcome. All one word also made it in. And let's see, Rusterum, long time no see. Thanks for popping back in. And going up a little bit more to see if I missed any other names. And yeah, our screen went white for a second. It's okay, it'll fix itself. It just takes a little bit of time, a few seconds for that picture to reload. And there it is, just like that. Gabby is also in here, and we got Aurelio. Layla, welcome back. And I think that's just about it for names right now. I'm sure there's probably one or two I missed somewhere along the way, and you guys will figure out things. Dr. Fox, busy with Ukraine and other world actions. I can understand that, Resterum, and that is one of the things, you know, we don't hold against people, but we try to refrain from bringing too much of that into the stream here, since that's really not the subject matter. But and I do understand, I do empathize and sympathize, and you know, I wish there was something easy that we could do to alleviate and have our peace throughout the world. But we know different, so I'm going to leave that alone. Anyway, yeah, getting at, Tetra also made it in. Good to see you. Getting at what we've got going on, and of course, you can see that is a current picture of Ragnar on the screen, and pretty easy day there from the looks of things. Let's see if we can get rid of that big banner, and I clicked it. Come on, why is it not going? There we go, it disappeared. It seems like everything is moving in slow motion, either that or I'm really going quickly today. Anyway, if we slide that back and forth a little bit so we can see what the other area looks like. Looking on the trail, whoop, oh darn it, what did I do that for? Hey, let's light it up a little bit. There we go, that's a little brighter on the trail. We could even see people if there were any. Anyway, trail going up here, and we don't see anybody on the trail right now, but maybe one person there. They do wander up there and go look at the volcano, so that's all cool. Anyway, yeah, some of that snow has been melting, so we see on the other side here that was all dusted over before is looking a little bit better. So definitely moving forward as far as spring is concerned. Unlike here, where we are in the middle of receiving between 10 and 20 centimeters of snow today here in Edmonton. So a little bit unhappy with the snow, but nothing I can do with it. Mother Nature got fired a couple of years ago, and it's one of those things. Anyway, there's a quick look at our capital city of Iceland, Reykjavik, and it is just at, I guess, time for, I guess, nighttime. It's 8 p.m., 8:06 there right now, apparently. So looks pretty cool. Anyway, back to there. Spooky Avocado. Hi, I'm working, so we'll have to pop in and out. Okay, no problem. And Mona Alfano, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Debbie Brandy, also back in. Alan Coker made it in. And good to have you guys pop back on board, and hope everyone is doing well. So while we're looking at that, I think we're all good. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to refresh the Rumble chart, but I don't know if that's even worthwhile. Well, okay, we tried, so let's have a look at our Rumble chart and see where it is right now. Unfortunately, not as much as I was hoping for. You see, this is where we stopped last time when we didn't have any data for a while. We didn't have any data here either. So it's been a while since we've seen anything, but you see, it quit again and restarted, and it looks like it might have quit again, but we are at just about the right spot, so about 3 dots in. And if we look here, 3 dots in, and I don't know, it's going to be a gamble. We'll have to take a look. CodyZilla 911, welcome, and glad to have you on board. And let's see, did anybody else sneak in while I wasn't looking? You guys always get me when I'm not paying attention. You know that. Anyway, that's our what we're seeing on the chart today. Because I'm not sure what's going on, we're going to go down and look at the one for Grindavik, and that will give us a little bit more of an idea of what might be happening in our near future. And looking at the Grindavik chart, it looks like it is starting to head back up, so that may be a positive sign there, and that definitely looks like it's fresher data, only about 2 dots in, whereas the other one is 3, giving us a pretty good indication that our Ragnar is not reporting again. Yeah, it definitely is not. So it's unfortunate, but we will live with it. At least we got a little tidbit of data here, and showing it that it was on its way down and possibly on its way back up. So we'll have a look and see what happens in the future. I have not looked at any of the earthquakes today, so if we do our earthquake thing, we're going to have to refresh everything, and I think I'm going to get everything to refresh at once here, and then we will look. And of course, this page we need to set to 3 days because we don't want all those other days. So 17th to the 20th, that's about 3, isn't it? And let's get that set. There we go. And get onto there. All right, so we're on the right page. and we'll slide that down a little bit. Okay, guess we'll start up here at the very top, which is usually a good place. Looking at that, it's a 1.5, happened at 10:42 today, Iceland time, and 9 kilometers down, and that is kind of up on the Reykjanes Ridge. Well, you wouldn't call it the Reykjanes Ridge on the top side. Reykjanes Ridge is down here. I don't know what they call that piece up there. Some kind of ridge anyway. And so that's the only thing up there. The other ones here are a little older. We do have a few, not at Astja, but just to the northeast. And there is at 1104, or just about 1105, a 0.8, 11 kilometers down. We have this guy here at 5:10 a.m., 0.6, 13 kilometers down. So those are actually very low, kind of deeper than the most stuff. This is more normal, 4 kilometers down, 0.7 at 3:35 a.m. Wow. Pretty awesome. So the other ones are older ones. I'm not sure if they're actually from the day before. Yeah, they are. So we would have looked at those already. And yeah, same with that one. So I'm not going to worry about those so much. And that is Astja, by the way, that volcano there. When we go down here, and this is where Bardamanga is, and this is Grimsvatn, and down here we have a whole swarm of little ones from yesterday and some new ones. So let's hit this guy up first. 4:50 a.m., 1.66 kilometers down, so that is well below the ice level. And then we have this guy, 1.65 kilometers down, 2:55 a.m. today as well. The other one beside it, that was definitely from yesterday at 13:27, 1.25 kilometers down. So they're about the same depth as far as that's concerned. And that is a lot lower than the ice level, so that's all good. And we will see what these newer ones are doing first. This one was 2:55 a.m. as well, 1.3 and 6 kilometers down. The next one, I guess, would be about this guy here. That was from yesterday, 21:31, 12 kilometers down, so that's a little further down. 1.3 magnitude. A couple other darker areas here. Let's have a look at that one. This was today at 2 a.m., 4 kilometers down, 1.1 magnitude. And this other guy right there was at 38 minutes after midnight, also a 1.1, and it is 10 kilometers down. So the other ones, I'm not going to worry so much because they're all from yesterday. And let's see, well, just to double check. Yep, 1950 on the 19th. And this guy here, 2209 on the 19th. So yeah, we do have a little bit of movement there, if you will, by seeing them happening on a couple of days. That usually indicates that there's something sliding or moving, something going on that may end up continuing, and we will continue to observe that area. Here we have something that's kind of odd as well. All of a sudden we have a few all in the same spot, and I believe that's Cephalos, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, 1.72 kilometers down on that new guy. Oh, I didn't even look at the time. 8:51. Okay. This guy here, 6:57 a.m., 1.7 in magnitude, 3 kilometers down. And thing you got to remember, these are all geothermal fields where they're getting steam power. So that could be what's some rumblings underneath there. And hope everything is still working. Anyway, that one is 1 kilometer down. 1.1 happened at 7:35 a.m. this morning. So that's what we got there. And then we had a couple of little tiny ones. 4:12 a.m. This 0.5, 2 kilometers down, and this other one here, 7:28, 0.7, 3 kilometers down. So gives you a pretty good idea of what we had there, and that is kind of what we're seeing out in the middle of nowhere. And I do believe we may have that may be just geothermal venting. I don't know what would actually cause that there. Obviously something underground. 7:28 a.m. for this 0.8, which is 6 kilometers down in the middle of nowhere. And we'll zoom back out and move over a little bit. So now we're left with our Reykjanes Peninsula, which is where our big fun usually is. And we'll zoom in just a little bit here. So this top area here is the city of Reykjavik, and then if we slide down the coast, this is Keflavik, the airport, and this is the town of Keflavik, and then you've got Reykjanesbar and Njarðvík, if that's how you say it, Njarðvík. So that's what's there. And then when we go down here, we see this big swarm of things. This is the Blue Lagoon, of course, and the power plant actually sits right here beside it. But yesterday we watched and were able to see a lot of this, and the day before as well. So those are 2 to 3 days old now in this swarm, and there is a lot of it. And we don't see any really big new ones at all. There's a couple little ones here. This one at 1:57 a.m., 0.7, 4 kilometers down. One more here, 0.7, 3 kilometers down at 5:41 a.m. And then we have, where's Azores located at? We'll show you in a little bit there, Codizilla, no worries. 0.9, and we are 4 kilometers down on that one. That happened at 9 a.m. Just right outside of town. And if we zoom back out a little bit, a scan over to where our Ragnar actually lives, and Ragnar sits right about here, and this is the Valley Geldingadalur, and this is Upper Meridalier. This area here is Lower Meridalier, or just Meridalier, and this is not Haggy, and that lake is not there anymore, and not Creaky, okay? And the visitors parking lots are down here somewhere, roughly around here. And we can probably see those in the other maps. If we look, we'll go over to that one real quick. I don't think I did refresh it, but I don't think I clicked that button. There we go. And actually what we'll do, we'll zoom out for a second. I just want to see if there's anything else major up north here. And okay, it's showing us a whole bunch. Yeah, we looked at these. This may be from yesterday, this 1.6, these two of them. Yeah, they are. So okay, so that's why they're not showing on the other one, which is fine. So, and yeah, this is where that that little swarm was, and Selfoss is correct, that area there. So that's what they're seeing. And of course, when we're in here, we don't see the other ones. Oh, I do see a 1.4 out here that we didn't see earlier either. So if we click on that and have a look, that was from today, 14:12 was the time, 1.4, and just about 7 kilometers down. So that kind of, I think this is another power plant, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, maybe a geothermal power plant. All of this area, these look like similar buildings, or something. something like that, maybe. It says Reykjanes Verkjan, whatever that means. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone though. But we are all good here with what we're seeing for our wonderful earthquakes in Iceland, and we did see the rumble chart, so we're good with that for right now. District heating, it's similar. Actually, they don't pipe steam around. They're using generators. They're basically geothermal and generating power with it. So I don't know how much actual steam piping they're doing there, Jane. That's a little bit different. So, all right. Okay. Codyzilla asks, where are the Azores? Let me go to a different map for a second, and we will show you. As soon as I find a page with a map on it that might have Azores. Let's see. Oh, we need to get in there. Yeah, well, we found them, but they don't have labels. Hang on, maybe I can get labels on there. Street maps. Yep, that'll work, I think. Maybe. Now, some of these I might be wrong with where the Azores are actually located, but you guys can correct me really, really quickly if I'm wrong. My geography is not bad, but it's not perfect. So anyway, if we zoom in here, we do see there is Canary Islands, of course, and if we go back out just a little bit, you can see here's Spain. This is Africa with Morocco and that. So what we were looking at there, Canary Islands there. Now you see where the mid-Atlantic ridge is and that earthquake. And if we zoom in over here, there's a bunch of different islands. And I do believe that is, someone said there was a swarm of quakes just a bit ago. Oh, well, we are not seeing any swarm. We do see one here, 4.6, and that was one of the islands there. I don't know if that's actually the right place, but we don't see anything else on this particular map, and this is USGS. So if there was, I don't know if that's it. Azores are at Portugal. Yeah, so these are part of Portugal's land, right? So I think I've got the right ones. So okay, I sent a link of Azore Islands monitoring site. Oh, did you email it to me? If you emailed it, I did not receive it. Or if you posted it in the channel, it would not have posted because you can't post links. So if you want to email it to me, though, you can. It's DrFox, like Dr. Fox, at shaw.ca. drfox@shaw.ca. If you can email that to me, that would be wonderful. We will take a look at the other monitoring map, though, and there we go. And we do see a little bit of a swarm. All right, so this is where it always pays to have the other maps, because not everybody shows them. So yeah, there is a swarm right there. And what are we seeing here? 2.5, 3.1. These aren't big quakes by any means, but okay, 3.3, 7 kilometers down, 3.0, 7 kilometers down. So they're all about the same depth, 6 kilometers down for that 3.1. So actually, we won't need that other link. This will work just fine. So this, of course, is the, what do we call it? The EMSC map. And they're pretty good at reporting. So if you want to bring that link up, just EMEQ in the chat, and that'll bring the link up for you, and you will be able to see it. So yeah, that's interesting that we've got a little swarm right there, and very fascinating. We'll have to see what happens. And you see how close it is to the mid-Atlantic ridge, and the other crack going this way here as well. So definitely worthy of keeping an eye on. And of course here, this is the same type of thing where the ridge is spreading apart, of course, creating new land. And some of that is due to expansion. You're going to get some rumbling. It's amazing, though, that, you know, you see this on that side, and then you see these islands over on the other side here. And I guess that would be part of the Azores as well, but it's just, it's actually on a different continental plate. So a little bit odd, but odd, interesting, but odd. Okay. Anyway, we'll zoom back out, and that does tell us that. So here we can see again, so it is that skinny island right there, and that's actually where that other ridge is. So very unique, and it goes right through there. This must be a hard place here, where you got fractures going in different directions. That poor island will get cut in multiple spots, I think. Anyway, mid-Atlantic ridge, so the only one that USGS had on there was that 4.4. I didn't even look to see if the other guys had that one on there, and they're not showing it because it's beyond that 48-hour mark for it, I guess. So at least we know they're there. 2-minute warning. Okay, thank you, Piggy. And while we're looking at earthquakes, let's take a look. And also had, since we mentioned out there in the Azores, I wanted to mention also here in the Canary Islands, you see that red dot? That is a 3.1. And that's kind of an odd location that it would happen there, but anything is possible. And then we have a few more small ones right around Tenerife, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this guy. So about 9 quakes around Tenerife, and when we look at La Palma, I don't think we have quite that many, or maybe the same amount. La Palma itself right here, and you can see our list. The 2.3, the biggest one there, 11 kilometers down. You got a 1.2, 5 kilometers down, a 1.9 out here on the east side or right side. That is 11 kilometers down. Then you see these other ones here, this 1.0 that's got the circle around it. So right there, that would be 2 kilometers down. That's likely pressure from all the lava sitting there. And if we go to some of the other ones here, I'm just trying to see, that one is 3 kilometers down, a 0.9, that kind of thing. So nothing too severe. 1.85 kilometers down on that guy. Those other ones are just too close together. We can't separate them out, but that's all right. Gives you a pretty good idea anyway what's going on there. So not a heck of a lot right there, but we do have this over here right next to Gran Canary, and I don't know if that really is going to mean anything. We did expect some action, more action over on this side, so these ones would make a little bit of sense if that's where we're getting it, but right there, a little odd if you're asking me. And if we zoom in, of course, we we don't know if any of that stuff. Well, we do see little cones under there, so we probably did have some volcanic vents there as well. Again, these are all volcanoes and volcanic islands, so the possibility is there. Okay. Okay. Try Twitter of Hub Geology. I don't tweet, and okay, no problem. It is time for me to go and have a Pepsi break. I am going to switch it over to a Yellowstone National Park in the meantime, and I will leave it there because I know we can actually see it today. So, since that is there, we will do, some numerical geologists are modeling it. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go take a break if you're liking the show so far. Oh, hey, there you go, Laura M. Thank you. And say aloha to 2 pineapples. That's awesome. And really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to go for a break. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, if you're enjoying it. Also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And I'm going to go for a 5-minute break. I will be back, and then we will continue. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I have the microphone on, and hopefully I'm here. And just in time, because the snowblower went down the street the other way, or the sidewalk. It was making a lot of noise. And thank you, Piggy. Obviously you can hear me. Okay. And let's see, who else popped in? Oz. Welcome, Oz. Good to see you again. Laura M, of course, we got you there. And I think we're good with names for now, unless I see somebody else sneaking in. We got Warm Hand earlier. And okay, so Codyzilla, were you okay with where the Azores are located now? I hope so, anyway. Larry Brown just popped in. Welcome. Good to see you. And hopefully we'll be good with everything else. Okay. All right. DJ, sometimes you gotta watch what you're saying. You just got that message deleted. Oh, man. Anyway, let's go take a look at a few more of these other volcanoes around the world. Welcome, Nick Addison. Seen you pop in there. And we will see what else we can find. So let us go over to Japan and see what we got there. There is Sakurajima in the dark at 5:39 a.m. their time. It does not look like it's doing any massive eruptions or anything. Does appear to be some smoke coming out of the crater, or steam, but we're not seeing any fire or other eruption type material. The long range shot shows it a little bit in the dark, so we can't really tell what's there. Messages, we didn't need those. Mount Fuji shot, and we can get rid of that Sakurajima on there. Where's that? There we go. Get rid of that. That should be Mount Fuji in there. They're all in the same scene, so when you have that one thing turned on, it goes on to all of the different views that you have on that scene. That's why that is. But anyway, yeah, it looks like they still have their lights on in early morning here and doing their thing. And we will go have a look over at ASO. And that is the picture of ASO right now. You can see a blinking light every once in a while. It looks like there's somebody possibly driving around over there. If you keep a look. Something going on over there anyway. Either a lost UFO or lawnmower or something, or somebody left their car in drive and going in circles. I have no idea what's going on there, but that light is there and we see it. So we know this camera is live, but it is just still, it's nighttime. Okay, so yeah, it could be a lost lava worker, maybe. That might be what it is, Craig Thor. You never know. You never know. Anyway, that is, I'm going to put it back on Sakurajima so I can find it easier later. That is what we've got in Japan right now, and I didn't hear any other news from Ontake or any of the other ones. Everything else is still pretty normal from the sounds of things. So not going to do self-driving snowblower. Yeah, Jane, maybe remote control. Oh, that would be the nice part. If you could have your snowblower to be completely remote control, you can sit inside your nice warm on the couch and watch it on the big screen TV. So that would really be awesome. Anyway, let's go have a look at other things and see what we can see here. Oh, okay, we're not seeing that one. I wonder why. Anyway, Did have a beautiful view earlier of our wonderful Fuego, and if we go back here about 3 hours ago, that's about when it got cloudy. So there was Fuego there, and when we get prior to that, we had actually a very, very clean view of it, and you could see it was doing its thing. How come we don't have Fuego's little logo up there? There, that one. There it is. Okay, so anyway, on that one, we didn't see too much. We can see a little bit of smoke on occasion up in the top, but it is certainly not erupting anywhere near the veracity or intensity as it was last week. I think this is a spot a little bit more smoke, and that's about 5 hours ago already. So very, very little as far as eruption. I think it got tired. It got emptied out the magma chamber or parts of it, and wasn't too much else happening there. So the more we back up, the more we can see if it's done anything as of late. And I think here we did have a little bit of off-gassing, and that you can definitely see. Looks like some black material in there as well, which is a little odd. Very dark material, ash of some sort probably. And if we get to about here, this is about the start of the plumage, maybe even a few seconds before that. We'll back it up a little bit. I'll leave it there for a few minutes and let it billow out. And of course, that was at 6:40 a.m. that you're seeing that. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Just trying to check and see if we got any other names. Okay, Mars 2028 says Fuego has been going for a long time. It was bound to settle down eventually. Well, yeah, it as far as intensity level, it's been going just forever, really, as far as we're concerned. Time-wise, it's been going continuously. It's just at certain times it erupts a lot more than other times. So just had jerk chicken. They'll be off gassing tomorrow for sure. Oh my God, you don't want that. We'll be getting some intense fireworks is what you're saying. So anyway, that is that smoke plume as it was throwing up the pyroclasts. As you can see, they're not moving up very, very quickly. So basically it's just puffing it out. If it was moving a little faster, we would be looking for lightning and things like that, which would be pretty awesome to see volcanic lightning in there. Anyway, let's back up a little bit more, see what else we had here just at daybreak. And just as the sun grazed the tip of the volcano, it did decide to erupt a little bit. I don't know if that's because of a temperature change with the sun hitting it or what it is, but it definitely did have a little bit of a hiccup back then as well. That's 6:06 a.m. So the other eruption was about 34 minutes later. So roughly, and you know, every half hour apart takes a little puff. That's all right. And what happened before? We've got a few more hours in the dark, I guess, and that's kind of what it looked like. In the dark, it looked neat, but we didn't see any major eruptions at all. And I'm trying to scroll back here and just see if we did see fire at any point in time. And it really doesn't look like it was shooting up any material that was causing any fire. Let's see what that looked like. Oh, that was a neat thing. A lot of Notice the clouds are really lit up here. That's because of the moonlight. And it was a little bit of a, I don't know if that's a cloud or smoke. Almost looks like it was trying to form itself a lenticular cloud or something. And very interesting to see. Sliding back, oh, we did see a little bit of a puff there. And that one was at a 4:09 a.m. So not much happening there either. And then prior to that, it looks like it was back in the clouds. So I'm going to leave it as is. We've seen what Fuego has done, and we see where Fuego is. And if we go to our next volcano, it is also in the clouds. And that is, of course, Popocatépetl. And it was out of the clouds earlier. This is about 6.5 hours ago, roughly. We kind of see it, but that was at 8:17 a.m. their time. And we did see it throwing up a little bit of smoke around here, which would be 6:20 a.m. roughly is when it had a little bit of a puff there, but nothing beyond that. I don't think. There might have been a few during the night. If we go back a little bit more, 5:48 a.m. you see it lit up a little bit. So that was a little nicer shot in there to be able to see it. And right around here at 4:13, a little bit of a puff coming out of there as well. Looks like it's sticking a hammer or out of the crater. It's going to hit something. Or is that a rocket taking off? We have no idea. Anyway, looking pretty good. So that is not so bad. Oh, it's sending some more material out. And that's just gas, though. That's nothing that we need to worry about. So that is Popocatépetl doing its thing. I'm just cruising back here to see if there was any fireworks anywhere along the way. And I don't see any major fireworks. We did see this at right at midnight. It was throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum there, but nothing too nasty at all. So that's kind of what we got for Popocatépetl. We'll put that back to live. We will take a look here. This is Merapi, and we are faced with the same scenario as what we had at the other two volcanoes so far, and that is cloud work. And that just happens to be the way life goes. Lots of clouds, and we are not going to see very much out of Merapi at all. And like basically the entire 12 hours going back is the same thing. You see how much cloud there is, and there's not a heck of a lot we can do. Even when it did let up just a tiny bit, it was not worthwhile. And of course, that's what we're seeing, and that's where we're at right now. So this is 3:51 a.m. their time, and they do have the moon lighting up the clouds. That's why it looks a little lighter than normal, but that's where we're at, and we can't see a darn thing. Let us go over to the other one, and here's some similar situation where we have Semeru, and also in Indonesia. That is just a little further to the east on the same Java island. And of course, there you can see Semeru definitely has some smoke to it. And let me get onto the right screen here, and you can see up there definitely doing its thing. I'm not sure if this one is live. Yeah, it looks like it, and you can see a little bit of a glow up there. Not a heck of a lot though. So but because of this rain that's coming down, and I don't want to sound weird here, but these spillways that they actually have, and sometimes what happens is you got that flow of lava coming down when you get those avalanches, and it flows. It can actually use these channels, and that helps. And this happens to be one over on this side as well. And this is the roadway that goes through, and they've cut through, and then they come up, and then they go this way. And that is the roadway. So what's happening is you got a traffic jam there right now because people are afraid to drive through, because as you see the rain, that little river in here is actually rising up a little bit, or may have risen and stopped people from going through so much. So that could be what's going on there. It's shimmy in Greece. What? Oh my God, what's happening in Greece? I hope they're not doing anything really bad in Greece. Shimmy in Greece? What the heck is shimmy? I hope that's not like snowing or hailing or sleeting or something. Actually, yeah, I was looking at Sicily earlier, and yeah, it was actually snowing in Sicily again. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, isn't that supposed to be like kind of semi-tropical there? And they don't get snow, and they got snow again, which is really, really bizarre. It really is. So, Piggy had to go, Quake. Oh, okay. Let us take a look. Let's go over there and have a look. I didn't see that. Where's my other map? Let's get over there and have a quick peek. Where am I here? Zoom out, zoom out, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And Piggy had a 3 something quake. This is the closest quake that we see, 2.1. And what is this one? 2.9. Okay. Happened on the Turkey side. Oh, hang on. Is this the one? 2.7. 1952. UTC? No, that's a little while ago. So it's not showing up on here yet. On even on this one, because that's cost there. Let me see if I zoom out and look a little further. 3.0 there, and that was yesterday. And said 3.7. Okay. 2.4 on that one. Nope. 2.4 on that one. So I don't know. We don't see it on the maps yet. Where's this guy? That is 2.1. All right. I don't see it over there. And let's see. Is there something happening here in Crete? 3.7 maybe? No, 3.2. That's yesterday's as well. So, no, we're not looking at Fiji right now. We're looking at Greece right now. And that is where Piggy is. Right there in Kos. The island of Kos. Right there. And you felt it though? Below. Okay. What's this? 2.6. I'm not seeing it, Piggy. What's this one? 2.9. That was yesterday. Okay. Fiji had a 5 point something, Doctor. Yeah, Fiji gets all kinds of 5 point somethings. Doctor, refresh it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, and we'll see if that helps a little bit. And we'll go from there. Okay, it's showing a couple extras that we didn't have before, right there. 3.4. Okay, that would make a little bit more sense. So that could be closer. Yeah, that would be it there. You said just below it, so I think that would be about what they're calling it, a 3.4 rather than 3.7. But still, if you felt it, you felt it. What's this one here? 3.2. So that's the a GNC one, though. Yeah. Okay, EMSQ alert, quake alert. All right. So that would have to be that one there then, Piggy. But they're saying 3.4, and unless there's another one in here somewhere we haven't seen yet. So we'll have a look at it later, though. As long as you're okay, Piggy, that's the main thing. And it's 3 point something, isn't that big, so hopefully that will be okay for you. And we'll all be good. Okay, getting back to looking at all our volcanoes. What did we have here? This is Taal with Taal mediation, and of course it is dark there, so we're not able to see Taal. It looks kind of very short, and that's okay. And let's see, what other volcanoes did we have? We had Stromboli, and is that frozen or is that moving? I can't tell. Stromboli, what are you doing? It's not doing anything. It may be frozen again. That happens. Oh, yeah, it is. It's buffering. Okay, let me refresh that and see if we can get a fresh view of Stromboli. And hopefully that will come up there. Looks like the Stromboli cams are down right now. So the only one that they're showing is this one thermal one from the different angle, and it is showing it there. Something is going on, but we're not seeing the other two cameras. And hopefully they will reappear pretty soon. And let's see if we're going to go somewhere else. Hang on, I'm going to put you there for a second. Let's go to Etna, and of course that is what Etna looks like right now, this very second. I'm going to crank up the quality, even though we're just looking at fog, and we'll go back in time a little bit just to see. This is 7 hours ago. That's what it was like. So you can pretty much imagine that it would have been pretty nasty there, regardless, all day long as far as visibilities. So that 7 hours ago seemed to be about the only clear spot that we've got 7.5 hours ago. So oh, okay, Piggy, I got the notification, so that was the one we were looking at, the 3.4, and okay, got it at 2040 UTC. So if we go back there real quick and take a look, and just to show everyone where that is. So that is, in fact, so there's cost there where the mouse hand is, and that is the quake right there, and that is the 3.4. So, and that happened at 2040, and that's the one. And you felt that one, Piggy, or was it a big shaker or just a little bit? Just curious if you felt it or not. So there we go. And on that note, I got to see if I can find some place to leave you while I go have my break, and then when we come back from the break, I am going to put on our bacon seeds. Yep, felt a shimmy is all. Okay, bed moved. Ooh, the bed moved. Why, Biggie. All right, I'm leaving that alone. Okay, Piggy's haunted bed. Yeah, there could be all kinds of things. Yeah, I'm gonna put the actual logo on there so you can see which volcano that is. That way you don't have any problems. And it is a Sakurajima in Japan, and I'll leave that on there for right now. I am gonna go for my break, and when I come back, sorry to distract the chat. It's okay, Piggy. I mean, if things are shaking there, we want to know. So, anyway, good people, don't go away. I'm gonna go for that break. When I come back, we'll have our bacon seeds. Keep smiling, play nice, don't shake too much, and we'll be good. And don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see more of these wonderful streams in the future. On that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in snowy Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I am going to take a 5-minute break. I'll be back soon. Don't go away. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I've got my microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me. And for those who have joined, welcome. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. I am located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And you are watching on screen right now Sakurajima in Japan. It is smoking or steaming, but not doing too much. And let's see, Lena wants some Jeepers. Jeepers. I didn't know Lena likes Jeepers, but I bet you if you give her some of that banana, it'll be okay. And thanks, Piggy. And C&D Boy is here. Hey, cool. Sharon Stewart says, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. All right. And Sue Hayes says, welcome back. Thank you, everyone. And it is bacon seed time as promised. So let us get over there and look at our wonderful bacon seeds. And hopefully they will come up. And hey, there's a whole herd of them. Oh my God, that's like a bacon seed cave. There's thousands of them in there. There's bacon seeds everywhere. Oh my God, Piggy, you found the secret bacon seed cave. There's lots of them in there. With they're using straw bales as their walls. They're pretty smart. It's a pink herd. Yes, the pink herd is gonna get you. And yeah. The horde, yes. It's a horde of pigs, and that is awesome. All right, let's get to our next bacon seed picture, and let's see what we got here. Look at these two fine fellas. You know, I often wondered, you take a look at the one on the left side, his ears are down and forward, but they're split. Whereas the one on the right side, they are not. Why is that? I have no idea why that would be like that. Different ears, definitely. And makes me wonder. Piggy, have you got an explanation for that? Why are they looking like they're cut on the one on the left? Fighting when babies. Oh, well. It looks more like got beat up when he was a baby then. Split or just curvy ears. Well, I think they're split. The definitely right bit Piggy's ear off. Oh yeah, they probably bit a little bit. And anyway, on to better stories. Let's leave those pigs alone. And these guys got good piggy ears. They didn't fight when they were little. And they got some snouts and they're ready to bop things. And they're all right though. And they're looking. I don't know why they're looking at us. They're watching us. Careful, if you don't like being watched, don't look at the screen. And if you do like being watched, look at the next one. Okay, that's always fun. And if you like fun, we like fun too. And of course, just to keep everyone happy, let's throw this other one on. They want our lava cookies. Oh my God, Henry, I never even thought about that. Stare deeply into my eyes. Nah. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, be happy. Have a great day. Oh, just lots of fun, you guys. Lots of fun. Yuck, pig breath. All fun. Oh, funny. Anyway, let's get rid of that, and we're all good. Okay, let's see, what do we got happening elsewhere? And yep, still it's snowing there. I see flakes. Ooh, It's snowing there just as much as it's snowing here. I don't like it. He's doing the Sasquatch Samba. Ah, yeah, Bigfoot loose. Yeah, Bigfoot loose and fancy free. Yep, Jellystone or Yellowstone Park, and that is pretty awesome. And I just wanted to see what else we've got, if we have some of the other streams up and running yet. And Ta'al, I don't believe is good to go yet. Oh yeah, we do have Ta'al from both sides, even though we probably can't see it because it's still in the dark. And yeah, still in the dark from both sides. So 2 streams and no views, and that is what we're looking at right there. So that is, oh, we can get rid of that tall mediation there for a second. Okay, so this one is Madame Rutsa, and the other one, which is this one, is Ta'al meditation. And of course it's dark there, so we're not going to see these things. That's what we need. I wish we could get better information out of Kamchatka. We can't get any pictures, photos, or video. So, and the reports that we typically get are delayed, Jane. So that is what it is. Santorini, I didn't know Santorini has got anything going on. And it may be on an active list, but not one that I have covered before. So we're not going to start looking now, but we'll put it on a list of places to perhaps investigate. And by the way, Jane, I heard that, and I know we're a couple days early here, but for all of you who are out there, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag, Jane has a birthday on the 23rd. So about 3 more days away. So remember that. Write that down on the calendar. Jane on the 23rd. Just so you know, we've got that. Anciently active. Anciently active. Okay. Okay. So, all right, Jane, the cat's out of the bag. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Somebody was twisting my rubber arm. Site formerly of Atlantis. Oh, we know that for sure, do we? Notation done. Way to go, Grandma B. All good. Okay, Geoplanet Jane, happy birthday for the 23rd. Santorini. Yeah, we got that written down. Santorini. Santorini. Just the way it's spelled on the screen. With an exclamation mark behind it. Hopefully that'll work out. Okay, I don't know what else we got. We looked at Etna in the clouds. We looked at, let's see if our Stromboli came back. If they're back online. Nope, Stromboli is still, the 2 cameras are still down, unfortunately. So we don't get Stromboli. I don't know where to go. Where do we take you? If everything is full of clouds, we take you someplace that there are no clouds, or just clouds everywhere. At least we can see something here, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more fun. Anyway, I'm gonna try to maybe let's go have a look at the rest of the world and see what we've got earthquake wise on the other maps, and that's going to be interesting to see. Of course, this one did give us right here, did give us the location. So that earthquake that was listed was right there, of course. There's Kos, and that is to the north. That's the one that Piggy had there. So Pretty cool. Semeru has bacon. Semeru has bacon, but we don't have a real close-up of Semeru. I'm doing earthquakes now. We'll get to Semeru in a minute. I'm going to go look, just give me a second. I'm going to go have a real quick peek and just see what we do have for bacon at Semeru. And, of course, everything changed to all of a sudden. You know, I don't get that. Why does... I don't know if it's YouTube or the other ones. I have these things set on the highest possible level of clarity, like 1080 or higher, if we can, right? Why does it change it back to 144p on my desktop? It makes zero sense. It really does. What? Okay, don't even make me, Craig, I'm not saying it. Forget it. I ain't saying that one in Alaska. We don't see live action from there, so I don't want to go there. I want to see real lava flow. And, yeah, Semeru. Semeru has, you say Semeru has bacon. Semeru has clouds. I don't know where you're getting the bacon from. Semeru definitely has very, very little. All we see is a tiny little speck and pouring rain. So if we go there, this is Semeru. Okay, and that's all we're seeing. And this is the extent of what we've got visible. This over here is not bacon by any means. This is the clouds that are happening. And of course it is 4:19 a.m. there, so top right, yeah, that's the only one we've got right there, that little itty bitty bit, and we can see it glowing, but if we had a closer up view it'd be different. I wouldn't mind that, but right now that's all we get from these guys, and that is from CCTV Semeru live. So unfortunately it doesn't show anything else, and the other stream is these guys. I don't know if they have anything. I'm going to refresh theirs. No, they're not showing it. That's the same outfit, by the way. It's just this is their other channel, and we're not seeing anything unless somebody's got a link that is a little bit closer up, and that would be better. If you have a different link, I'd be grateful. Email it to me, please, and I'd be very happy with that. Okay, back to my earthquakes. That's what we were doing. So getting through those, of course, let's go to the USGS earthquake map, and we will take a look at it to see how inaccurate or accurate it is right now. And of course we changed it from the satellite view. That's you can always change it on the side there if you like. Let's start out with North America. Everything looks pretty much normal. We only see a few little ones along the San Andreas, nothing serious. Alaska has a couple little shakers, really fresh ones. The rest are not bad. There's Kamchatka Peninsula, which obviously has some volcanoes on it, which we can't see very well from this angle, of course. Maybe right there. Okay, so there's some volcanoes, not sure which one's which and what they've got, but they've got a whole bunch over there, so you can always find one or two that are active, and right now apparently 3 are. Here's another one right there. There's some neat little craters that they've got. So that is out on the Kamchatka Peninsula, and I don't know if these other old ones are doing anything, but we've seen a bunch there, right? So that's old. This one looks like it's puffing. So when they took the picture anyway, and I thought that was kind of neat. All right, and we'll leave the other ones alone for now. We'll try to pinpoint where exactly they are, but we know there are a lot of old volcanoes on Kamchatka, and that is interesting and intriguing. Mount Rainier is, did it have an earthquake, Geoplanet Jane? That's what we're doing right now is earthquakes. So if it had an earthquake, I'd like to hear it. All right, looking at the rest of the areas, everything is quieter. We did have in the Philippines 5.3 a little while ago, and that one 39 UTC, or what, that's minus 6 hours UTC. I'm not sure if that's their time, or I think that's UTC time. So that would be like 4 a.m. 4:39 a.m. is when that one happened, and that's not so bad. So let's carry on over here, and of course in Fiji area, here's those other ones that were mentioned before, 4.8, 4.5, and then these are considered Hunga Tonga area, or maybe Fiji as well, a 4.9 there, and a 5.0, and that's on the Kermadec Ridge, and these ones be more Hunga Tonga stuff here, and that one was from 4 or 5 days ago, so that one's old already. We won't bother with those. This guy here, 5.8, and that's right on the ridge as well. And then we did have one here in New Zealand on the southern island, a 4.4. Nothing super major. I think that is right on the island. Yeah, so right on the edge. Doesn't look too bad. And hopefully everything is okay there. And of course, this is an older one right there. So that happened on the 2 days ago. That was a 4.5. And that wouldn't have been too bad for anything. And I think the rest of everything around the world looks not so bad. We do still show another one up here on the mid-Atlantic ridge in the very north part, Greenland Sea, and that is a 4.4. I guess that's what they call it up there. Is that still considered the mid-Atlantic ridge if it's in the Greenland Sea? That's a good question. Can't a faults movement trigger lava intrusions? Yes, a fault movement certainly can. A lot of times the fault movements are because of pressure from the magma and off-gassing, or the gas expanding out of the magma, creating pressure points. That's kind of what happens with it. Plus the whole darn thing rotates and turns down there, and convection currents of magma and all kinds of neat stuff going on in there. Things we don't know about. Anyway, okay, so having looked at that, I'm just looking at my time here. We'll pop over to the volcano map and quick check. So our yellow status is considered unrest. Our orange status is considered a minor activity or eruption warning. So and of course red is definitely active. So looking at what we've got here, Iceland, Astja, and Fregardafjall, which is Ragnar. And then those are quiet. La Palma, which is Cumbre Vieja, it's quiet as well. We've got our 3 out here on the Caribbean islands, and they are quiet. Pele, and then you've got, what's the other guys there? That's St. Vincent, I think. And the other one in West Indies. There's 3 there. There's one more if we get a little closer. Or there was. Maybe they took it off of there. Oh. Yeah, looks like St. Vincent is considered off the list. So I find that a little bit odd, because that one just erupted last year. And it's already gone that quiet. There could be something wrong there, and there may be a little hasty taking the notification off of that, and they've done that before, and it's caused problems for the poor people there because the government doesn't want to be responsible for. And this is hearsay that I heard, that the government didn't want to report things because it was fear mongering, and they didn't want to scare the people, but they also didn't want to be prepared for the volcano, so didn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, that could be all hearsay and propaganda that I'm not privy to the truthful answers, but that's what was passed along from a news agency, and you know how reliable some of them can be, right? Anyway, Popocatépetl there, and Fuego, and Santiaguito, both in Guatemala. They're doing fine. I do believe we have Messiah there still active. Telica or Telisa, whatever it is, in Orange State, and then we've got these other ones down here in Costa Rica, and they're pretty quiet from the looks of things. And Nevado del Ruz still orange, off-gassing. We know that that thing's going. We have our two out here in the Galapagos Islands. Wolf Volcano continuing to be active, and Ferdinand, I hope I said it right, is still in an unrest state. Sangay and Reventator in Ecuador still doing their thing, and then we have our other ones down here, this guy, as well as the ones further south in Chile, doing their thing. So they're pretty much the way they should be. If we slide out, of course we see all those quakes that they had out there, and this is our Hunga Tonga and Tofua right beside it, considered to be in an inactive state, or, well, not inactive, but quiet or unrest. Same with White Island Volcano. Yasur being right there, our longest volcano, 870 years of eruption time. And then they have the other two here in Vanuatu, and that is pretty cool. And let's try to zoom in one more. There we go. And going through some of these are all pretty easy going. If you guys want to check some of those other ones out, we don't need to go through every one of them. So, this is interesting. Krakatoa has been taken off of orange and put back to yellow. And I did not notice that before. That must be something new. Merapi still erupting. Semeru still erupting. Luotolok still erupting, and they're doing their thing. But yeah, Krakatoa downgraded a little bit, and of course Taal here in the Philippines still showing unrest or downgraded as well in that state. So that's kind of what we're seeing there, and I do see it is break time. Jairus, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Okay, I missed some of what surface mines too. Okay, cool. I'll just looking at some of that stuff. All right, I don't like coal. Jane doesn't like coal. Okay, so we won't send her coal for her birthday. We gotta send her lava, a bucket of lava. So hopefully that will be okay. Anyway, all good, guys. I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to find some place to park you here for a minute or two to see if we got anything happening. Sakurajima looks a little bit better in the daylight. There it is. While we're there, actually, let's take a quick peek over and see if we can see anything over at ASO or ASO. There is ASO. Actually, I'll leave you on there. It's a completely empty parking lot. They have nobody working today. It's either that or somebody called in a bomb scare. Oz, can you find the link for CCTV Semeru? I did have a link for CCTV Semeru. Let me get onto that page for a second. And this is the link for copy and paste. There. This is the link for CCTV Semeru. Is in the channel there. So I hope that's okay, Oz. And on that note, yeah, it is starting to clear there a little bit, but not by much. And I don't know if you you want to go watch that instead. Actually, I can throw that on there. Unless you want to watch Ta'al. There's CCTV Semeru. That's the link I just threw in. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go take a quick break. Hey, we're just about at 100 likes. Is there anyone there that hasn't hit that like button yet? Let's get it up to 100 real quick. I see it's 99 on mine. So, if somebody can give it a quick bop, I'd really appreciate it. It would make it look a little better on my end. And from also for those good, ooh, that went up real quick. Thank you guys. And for those good people, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel and you like what you're seeing, by all means do hit the subscribe button. And while you're there, just right beside it should be the bell notification. And also, if you're interested in becoming a member of the Lavaliers, you can definitely hit the join button and help support the channel if you so desire. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will go take a break for a few minutes. If you happen to see the scene change, it's because I found other things that we want to look at. So don't go away. I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and that is wonderful. Hopefully, you're all still hanging in there, and we are continuing to watch what's going on there at Semeru, of course. Yeah, that is cranked up as high as it can go. Unfortunately, not a heck of a lot. And by the way, that is rain. That is not snow that you're seeing there. It is rain. It's just the angle it's coming at, and the speed is not very high. So the water droplets are coming down, doing a good job, but they're coming on a little bit of an angle. So that's why they look like snowflakes in a way, but they aren't. Anyway, I see a few more people popped in. Leo Carlson, welcome. Trev T sent an email. Thanks, Trev. And let's see, Cookster Littlefield also back in here. Good to have you on board. And Noob Productions, welcome back. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? I think most of the other ones I got. If I did not say hi to you, I do say welcome now, and hopefully we'll get you anyway. And by the way, we have the latest CCTV footage from Piggy's place, and this was when that quake was happening. And don't tell her about the secret camera, okay? But we do have our ins and outs, and this is what was happening at Piggy's place. Her bed was just all over the place, so just wanted to share that with you. And we know that it was shaking, but okay. So all right, let's not tell Piggy though. And I think we've been caught. All right, never mind, that's off the screen. And no, that's not Sakurajima. Boy, when we're trying to scramble out of our really quickly. Okay, that is Aso-san. And looks for camera. Oh, Piggy will never find it. She's got so many things hanging there, the dream catchers and all that stuff. She'll never find it. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. All right. Bad earthquake for Piggy. Yeah. It wasn't that bad. 3.4. So shouldn't have been too much. A little swaying. Okay. So. Anyway, wanted to pop around to the other one, so that, of course, was our ASOL, and let's see what Mount Fuji just about out of the clouds. We can almost see it. Our long-range shot of Sakurajima, and a little closer up, and we do see some smoke coming out of Sakurajima, but nothing major to start worrying about. Let us go over to Taal now that it is out of the clouds and in some daylight. Well, it wasn't really in the clouds, it's just we didn't have daylight before. And that looks not too bad for a morning shot from a Taal volcano. I just want to see if I got my cranked up. Yeah, I'm at 720. Can't get any better. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Looks pretty awesome. So pretty cool. Who else just comes here to talk? I mean, the volcanoes are entertaining, but this is sure fun. You know what, Noob? There's a lot of people that come here to chat, and it is a wonderful big lava family. And we all have similar interests, and we definitely like popping in there and taking a look at things, and you know, it gives you different topics to chat about, and we love it. So it is all good. Anyway, other side, let's have a look at what Taal looks like from the very smooth, glassy side of the lake. boy, that's looking pretty good. Not too much wind happening there, I guess, and that is the way the steam is coming up, and we can see it from the both angles. Of course, this one not quite up as high as the other one, and this is, of course, looking at it from up on a larger tower or building, looking down at the volcano in the lake. And the other side would be, oh, hang on, my mouse isn't working on there. There, show the mouse. The other one is from over here somewhere on that side, taking a look at this direction. So that's just so you kind of know where that is. Anyway, that is what we've got happening there, and don't see a heck of a lot of action. I haven't gone to Hawaii yet. Let's do that real quick. And of course, we don't need that big banner on there. We got rid of that. Maybe. I clicked it. There it goes. All right, let's have a quick look at Hawaii. And this was at 3:41 Hawaii time. And let's look at it now. This is what we see there now. Of course, still outflowing in that same spot or hole, if you want to call it that. That Hornito is just not doing very good building up at all. We do see it is building a wall up around the edge of that flow, though. And we know that it will keep building that up, and it actually will end up being an elevated flow portion, just like what we've seen in other places, such as in Iceland from Ragnar, where it created these runways of lava flow, as well as over in La Palma at Cumbre Vieja. So anyway, these other Hornitos, of course, primary vents somewhere underneath there, and that is pretty awesome. And if you asked a question, noob, I missed it. And yes, put DrFox2000 just the way Piggy did in front of it. That way it turns it red in my chat screen and I can see it. And that really does help me. So, Yona, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And hopefully everything is good. And nice to see you. Glad that you're here. It's under the spider. I can't stay there. What? It can't stay under a spider? Okay. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Piggy, but that's okay. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Again, this I don't know what that almost looks like a seahorse or something, or a little chicken with two legs, and a birdie arm there, and the other birdie arm flapping here, and a little thingy on top, and a beak. I don't know. Okay, I'm seeing things. Let's refresh that, and we don't see it at all because it's hiding behind clouds there. Let's take a look at the other side. This is what that looked like from the opposite side of the caldera or crater. And let us refresh that as well. And there you can see the main body has just about filled, and that little hole, or what used to be the big toe, is filling up with lava pouring into it. So that should be filling up pretty quick. Let's have a look at the thermal and see. I do believe this was the thermal from 3:44 a.m. So we're going to have a look at that. That almost looks like the same levels though that we're seeing right now. If we refresh that, there it is. It's a little bit different. So yep, definitely not the same levels. But you see this area back here all got flooded out from this, so it's probably flowing out this way, and we can see that little bit of fresh lava that had poured into that big toe hole there. This is the primary vents, and that's where that lava, there should be a tube in here and then running in that direction and welling out of here and overflowing into this area. Notice it's still a little bit warm in those spots. That may cool off fairly quickly too, so we don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with the earthquakes here, and just going to zoom out a little bit. So you can see that's the entirety of the Hawaiian Islands, and we're going to zoom back into the big island, of course, and that is the big island of Hawaii itself. And I'm going to refresh it so we get our latest and greatest earthquakes, and there we see a few 2.1 20.3 miles down, so about 20 or 34 kilometers roughly. Same with this one, 2.3, 20.3 miles down. This guy's a little smaller, and these are just the latest ones, the red ones. And we're not going to go through all of them because that would take way too long. Nothing too new out here at the Loihi Seamound, and we will dispense with the picture of Mauna Loa today because I'm sure the snow is still there. And let's zoom in here a little bit and see what we have happening at our wonderful crater. There is Kilauea, and here's some of the pictures from them, and you can take a look at what the weather looks like there right now. That, of course, is the observatory, and that is up there on the edge of the whole thing. So that's a different angle. You can see that crater's down there, and those cameras I think are right about there, right here. You can see the cameras. That's where that camera set is. So that's looking into the crater. So looks pretty cool. Does that look like a rocket? Almost looks like somebody's flying a rocket there, but that's not a rocket. That's something else. It's a reflection off of something. At least I would think it's a reflection. Maybe they're trying to hide a rocket. All right, we'll get rid of that picture, and just so you know, these other things on here, you have seismometers as well as gas metering, GPS and tilt meters. You guys can peruse those at your leisure. Just type in Hawaii map, and that'll bring up the link for this particular page. And the only thing we haven't really touched on is weather, so I'm going to pop over to the weather map real quick and get me on the right one. I did refresh this one a little while ago, but I think I'm going to give it a quick shot again because it's fairly quick reloading, so not anything what. New update, improved radioactive monitoring for the Ukraine. Okay, well, I'm glad that they did that. Doesn't make much difference from me, but good that they're doing that. Okay, and zooming in a little bit on the SO2 issues. Right here, of course, Sicily. This is Italy, and we do have a little bit of off-gassing here. Of course, we've got Stromboli there. We have Volcano and Etna. So between the three, they're all being pushed this way and kind of flowing in that general direction. That's what's causing that. We don't have a heck of a lot happening over here in Iceland. Just a little tiny bit of pollution, nothing major. Looking down here, and La Palma is not so bad, or nothing happening there. So clear air out here in Azores, also very clear. And we will take a look maybe again and see if we see any more activity later in the Azores as far as shaking and baking. So we'll have a look. And Anna Wallner, welcome. Glad to have you on board. If we zoom in here to Central America, of course you can see our different volcano areas. here's Mexico City and Popocatépetl, 70 kilometers south of Mexico. So that will all kind of be wrapped up in there. Of course, Mexico City being a very, very large city is going to have a higher level of SO2. As well as you take a look here, Guatemala, and the primary one, of course, off-gassing there is Fuego. And then we've got the one in Nicaragua, as well as the one down here in Costa Rica. Still our usual stuff in Colombia, and we see a lot of off-gassing from this material blowing out here. So this is not something that was from the Wolf volcano. At least I doubt that it was. It's possible that we do have a little bit of off-gassing from Wolf, but I don't think there was all that much, because when you look around, you see most of that is kind of curving around it, and the actual levels right there seem to be less than they are out here. So if we take a measurement, 3.47, and if we go here, 3.65, yeah, well, it could be. And but it's all the same in the areas anyway, so we may have a little bit coming out of Wolf volcano. All right, zooming out of that, we go down the coast. Of course, we see some of the other hot spots that are pretty normal. Not as much coming out of a white volcano. Hunga Tonga area, we're still seeing a little bit there. A little less coming out of Vanuatu, especially our old volcano there, so nothing too major. And when we're looking here, we still see a fair plume coming from Krakatoa's area, but then again we also have Jakarta, a very busy city, so it's some population related issues as well. Merapi would be in the middle here, and Semeru down at this end. So we're kind of still the whole thing causing a little bit there. Not sure why this is so bad. And we know Taal is right here. I'm not sure what's causing this. And this is horrendously high levels. Well, they're not really high, but 100 is still getting up there, and I'm wondering why it's actually sitting there, or if it's just the way the circulation is pushing it all together. So it's not the Kalima winds, that's for sure. Anyway, looking at India, we know that that is also kind of population related. We do see the other area behind the Himalayas pretty darn clean, and we do see some areas in China that are a little bit more polluted there as well. I'm not gonna get into the politics of that. A few other things there where you see some more off-gassing, but nothing too major. I'm gonna refresh this map as well and get it up to date. 1600, there we go. And we're going to take a look at Europe first, I think. And just so Piggy knows, yeah, she's still going to get that northeast wind blowing down on her. Turkey air is what she's getting. Anyway, that looks like it's going to continue for a little while with that circulation pulling that air down. Hopefully you'll get some of these warmer air currents pushing up there soon, Piggy. All right, when we look at places like Germany, they are still getting some of that east wind as well, keeping it a little bit cooler. They're looking to hopefully get some of that circulation from the Gulf Stream back in there. That would really be nice and warm things up for them and give them a nice summer. Yeah. Wow, what a wonderful full picture magic. Magic. We like magic. Okay, and in Iceland, of course, we still have a lot of wind blowing across it really quickly, and We'll take a look at precipitation shortly. Just want to get through most of where everything is heat-wise. I see U.S. Midwest really, really warmed up. That's nice to see, probably melting a whole bunch of stuff. And I hope that keeps pushing up to the north, because I would like some of that warm temperature. Mexico heating up a little bit, getting warmer. So looking good in Mexico. Central equatorial regions and stuff, quite warm. If you look in Venezuela, you're really quite hot there. Mexico is hot, and of course you see some of the areas in the Indonesian countries and so on getting quite warm as well. You got another storm here. Hopefully that one won't get too bad. 20 degrees or 27 degrees Celsius out in that area. So that's kind of what we're seeing around the world temperature wise, which is not so bad. Let's have a quick peek at precipitation and get an idea of what's going on. Since we're right over top of South America, we do see the Amazon is got some sparks happening and some rain coming down. Southern hemisphere, let's work on that first. A lot of snow happening, and it looks like they may be in a fall period and probably getting ready for winter. So that's what we're seeing there. If we go up a little bit, and we see here, poor people in New Zealand got another storm bearing down on them. We see this whole chain all the way across. That is kind of weird to see that line. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. But yeah, lots of storms, lots of tropical woo-ha there, if you want to call it that. And looking at snow, we're going to zoom in a little bit for precipitation. Turkey getting some more snow. I bet you those guys are really tired of that. That's not something that is normal. And here we go. In Spain is going to end up probably, depending on how the currents go, if things happen, we may see them getting some more Kalima winds from the desert, depending on how much of this speed of circulation is here, and if it's going to be overwhelming enough to cause that to pick up some of the sands. So we don't see this. This would be wet air. So and it's cold. I don't think it's going to turn around and help much to feed the monster here. So they may not see any of that. Quick look at Germany again, and those areas as far as western Germany and on the Dutch and Belgium border there is where they've got that massive storm. So Yvonne, if you're still in here, you're gonna have wet weather. It's raining outside, Yvonne. That's for Yvonne Kunkel, by the way, and hopefully you're gonna have a nicer day. Take a look at Iceland real quick as far as precipitation. North of Reykjavik, we see some snow, but everything else doesn't look like it's getting any precipitation as per se. Well, maybe up there a little bit. And I think that's just about it. West or east coast of U.S. and Canada. Well, you guys in New York or upstate area up there, you're probably going to get some rain and fog. And of course the guys up here in Quebec are going to get more snow. And speaking of snow, since we're right in that, and there is the snow, maybe I won't get any more snow. I'd be very happy if this is just about, if it's going to continue the way it is, that whole thing will move off. Let's see where it goes in 3 hours. And yep. So, okay, I'm good. I'm happy. Looks like that stuff is going to move away, and that is pretty cool. All right, let us find an ending scene here for us. That's not looking at anything nice. I did like the shot of Taal, and I think we'll probably leave it there. Sakurajima is busy, but nothing happening there. So let's leave it on Taal for the ending. And we are at 4 or 6 minutes after 4 p.m. here, which is already 6 minutes over. So Squatch potentially, what? So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys, and thank you very much for being here. Can you post the link to ASO-san, please? Okay, I can. ASO, let me get ASO, and I will do that. Copy, and there is the link for ASO. There you go, as per your request, Sue Hayes. There you go, and that. I'm glad you like a tall, Doctor. Yeah, that's because I am kind of tall. I'm not really tall, but I am tall enough. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get that on there. Okay. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here today. If you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting the like button. That would really help out for our YouTube analytics. And also wanted to mention, if you haven't yet subscribed and you do like the show and the format, by all means do give it a shot. I know I'm the only stream out there that really has narration going on about the volcanoes, so it's a different scenario compared to the 24/7 streams, which we also encourage and hope they do well. So Liz Markman Moyler, hello, it's time for me to say goodbye. You got here late, and hopefully you will be all good. So anyway, thank you to everyone for being here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Of course, the people in green are the members, and a big thank you to you guys for helping out and supporting the channel with your $2.99 a month donation. That's awesome. And being members, of course, gives you access to the extra emojis and puts you on that list, which I'm still working on trying to edit because it changed so much recently. So we'll work on that. And on that friendly note, tomorrow is Monday, so our stream goes back to our regular time, and that is 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and that should be okay then. And I think we're just about it done good for wrapping up. A big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, Paulzilla, and CND Boy. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. And I think on that note, okay, I don't have any super chatters, so we don't need to worry about that. And we did not get any new members today, so that's okay too. But thank you everyone for being here, for being part of our wonderful lava family. So just wanted to also express an extra bit of appreciation for yesterday. That was awesome, and I know we did a little bit longer stream yesterday, 4.5 hours, and I thought it was kind of nice because, of course, it being the 1 year anniversary of me streaming, and technically, well, a day later than the birthday for Bob or the original Fisher, but that kind of all coincided, and you guys were wonderful wonderful group yesterday, and thank you for the support and being here. And Amelia says apologies for sporadic comments, data connectivity issues. Take care and be safe, everyone. Hopefully things will be okay there. Amelia, you take care as well, and thank you for being here. So on that friendly note, it is time to say goodbye, you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Keep smiling. And please remember to tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care and good night. Oink, oink.